Olá, tudo bem? Sejam muito bem-vindos de volta. Minha internet caiu e eu não consegui reconectar ao YouTube, então essa é a gravação da gameplay enquanto eu estava na Twitch. Não ia deixar pela metade, né? Então vem comigo que essa é a continuação do vídeo. Que vídeo? Vai estar aqui na descrição a primeira parte dele. E essa aqui é a continuação do vídeo que nós estamos atrás da embaixada. Na verdade, eu só tô... Por enquanto, eu só tô... como é que fala? Por enquanto, eu só tô explorando tal, nada demais. E aí, chat? Oi, sejam bem-vindos de volta. Tudo bom? Vocês estão me ouvindo bem? Tá, ok. Qualidade de vídeo ok. Tudo certo. Ok. Yes. Ok. Estamos ouvindo bem. Que bom, que bom, que bom. Ok, ótimo. Excelente. Obrigada, Cauã, pelo feedback. Eu tava pra fazer... O que eu tava fazendo? Eu até me perdi o que eu tava fazendo. Ah, é verdade. Eu ia ver se ele tinha alguma arma interessante aqui e tal. Ok. Eu vou vender uns rolê, na verdade. Ok. Então, maravilha. Isso aqui eu vou fazer muito depois. Eu tava vendo as missões que eu ia fazer antes da internet cair de novo. Então, vamos lá. Essa secundária aqui, Sombra no Oeste, não dá pra fazer agora, porque ela já é no Oeste Proibido. Esse aqui tá em pausa. Então, eu vou fazer isso aqui. Eu vou voltar e vou fazer o que eu tenho que fazer. Bora lá, pessoal. Bora lá, pessoal. Eu vou subir e vou falar com o carinha lá. Como é que é o nome dele mesmo? Opa, quase derrubou aí, tio. Agora sim eu vou começar a missão que eu deveria ter começado e não comecei. Tá em que nível? Eu tô nível 7. E a missão é nível 7. Então tá tudo bem pra eu fazer essa missão agora.
Your impatience does not only our annoyance.
Blá blá, vocês. Vou embora, tchau. Fui.
Thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not.
Assim.
This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Então sim, a webcam ela fica bem em cima do nível. Varl! Hello, Varl!
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the Dowager Queen herself! The gate stays sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
Varl e o touro de metal. Indeed.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey!
What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Gates.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded.
Lock and loaded.
Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh?
O Avad não vai ficar nada contente com isso, se ele souber.
Through, boys.
Ele não vai ficar nada feliz.
Saving the world.
Thanks, mate.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Principalmente o Avad. Exatamente, precisamente. O Avad vai ficar pistola. O quê? Você não deixou meu amorzinho passar? Ah, você vai ser punido com morte.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Onde é que você tá indo,
I
Varl?
figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
Yes, I do.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Peraí, deixa eu selecionar a missão certa, porque... Pronto. Mano, as armaduras são muito bonitas. Olha isso, velho. Toda a pompa. Quanta pena. Uau. Quanta pena, quanta pompa. Gente, essas armaduras são muito bonitas. Olha
That is
isso.
the line between east and west. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm
Certo.
not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now. Hold!
Oh, mas ele
She's
não era
telling the truth
prisioneiro?
about one thing. She's not Karja.
Oh, que...
She's a
What?
Nora from the savage east. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
Ele se uniu a eles, olha só, então ele não é prisioneiro. Por quanto tempo será que ele foi prisioneiro? Será que ele era prisioneiro, era?
Fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Eu sou
Just
ela
anyway.
mesma.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite.
Aham, muito.
Now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you, as it often has with me,
Ah.
as you can see.
Uhum.
Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Bom, se você não me ajudar, todo mundo vai morrer. E é isso, você quer um motivo maior do que esse? Tinha caído a live. Sim, sim, minha internet morreu, mas voltou à vida.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
Né?
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Justo. Nice.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Entendi, que bom que voltou. Sim, sim, pirilim. Vai, eu quero saber da história, então bora lá.
Guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro.
Caramba.
I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
Certo. Que desperate
So when you met
measures.
the Tanakh chief, you did something desperate.
Now, I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tanakh howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
Aham. Que é o Kurut?
You said the Kurut is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive.
Oh.
Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Né?
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
Fair. Service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tanakh chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner.
Oh.
I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakh still spat on the ground when I walked by.
Caramba.
But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tanakh. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
Tá, então da onde você é,
So then,
então?
are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh. Especially their chief.
Oh.
I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
Chief Hikaro? Nem avisei, remédio do Plutão e fui dar uma ligada no carro pra não passar muito tempo parado. Entendi. Aproveitei e fiz a janta. Boa. O que você vai comer hoje de bom? Conta aí pra nós.
The Karja talk about Hikaro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it,
But
not the last.
Yes!
The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do.
Bem diferente mesmo. Isso que ele tá meio que preso a eles, né?
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind.
Oh. Which is?
As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
Ah, que é justamente o
The
que os
Tanakh
dois...
don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
Ele é sábio, o líder deles. Bem sábio. Frango acebolado. Frango
You
acebolado.
asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you.
Eu queria ir sozinha, mas ele não me
Take it from
deixa.
one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Kauá 12 diz para mim algumas mensagens estão sumindo aqui. Qual foi minha última mensagem antes dessas?
A última foi principalmente o Avad, quando a gente tava falando que o Avad ia ficar pistola se não deixassem a Eloy passar. Essa foi a última mensagem sua que eu recebi, Kawan. Que estranho. Como assim algumas mensagens estão sumindo? Você perguntou que nível que eu tava e você falou, é porque a facecam fica na frente, né? E realmente fica mesmo.
Banner.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
Yes.
commander? No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Então tem que esperar acontecer a porra da embaixada. Pra mim, algumas mensagens estão sumindo. Ah, não, eu já falei. Eu falo algumas coisas que você estava escrevendo estava sumindo. Ah, aí eu já não sei, hein, Kawan. Ruído, começou agora. Passou? O ruído? Ou ainda tá com ruído? Ou ainda tá com ruído? Ou ainda tá com ruído? Tá variando. Tô mexendo. Passou? Ótimo, eu vou deixar assim mesmo. Sumiu? Beleza. Beleza.
The Karja have opened the gates.
Gente, eu não sei. Acho que eu vou fazer o seguinte. Hello? Hello there. Hello, hello. Hello. Pode ser o plug do headset. É, pode ser. Ele tá meio solto, na verdade. Ele tá meio solto e, sei lá, mano. 1000 fitas. 1000 tretas. Como é que tá agora? Eu troquei de microfone. Em tese, é pra tá ok. Em tese é pra tá ok. Agora vai ficar com eco. Por que vai ficar com eco? Ok. Agora vai ficar com eco. Por que vai ficar com eco? Alô, alô? Alô, alô, alô? Alô, alô, alô? Alô, alô? Não. Já está com eco, mas é melhor que o ruído. Mas os sons ambientes não incomodam. Vamos ver se sem... vocês conseguem me ouvir bem? O lugar que eu posicionei esse microfone não tá 100%, velho. Mas como é que tá agora? Tá melhor? Não tá melhor? Ou vocês não me ouvem? E agora? Tá melhor?
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
Vixe.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaro has betrayed us! The embassy is proof!
No.
And all of you marshals are his accomplices!
No.
For this, I condemn you to death!
Puta que
You'll need
pariu.
more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Que maneira. Nossa. A Eloy vai salvar o dia, claro. Nossa. também sabe
Lancers!
converter.
Form up!
Olha, quanta presa brava.
They're riding machines.
Eu também sei fazer isso.
Silence.
Foi mesmo.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
Calma aí, Berta, já falou oi de maneira apropriada, peraí.
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back!
Só vai sobrar o fachado lá.
Left flank! To the Kaja! Run them down!
Essa mulher é organizada, hein? Organizada ela.
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Kaja! Stand your ground!
E agora ele tá do lado dos Guardians.
I don't have a shot!
Eu não vou ficar não, nem joguei primeiro, pretendo depois terminar The Witcher. Beleza, beleza. Muito obrigada por aparecer. Como é que você tá? Você tá bem? E obrigada, boa live. Muito obrigada por desejar boa live. Bom descanso pra você, até mais. Daqui a pouco a gente conversa mais, viu? Eu vou... Provavelmente eu vou continuar conversando com você depois. Eu te respondo lá depois, beleza? Beijo.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Come down and fight fair!
Ooh.
Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
A Eloy é foda, velho. Ela vai lutar do lado dos caras.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come! They're on to us.
Concentrate on that rider!
Ai, não tá pegando. Whoa!
She's done for!
Big hit there!
Leave them! Finish the enemy!
Vengeance for Fasha!
I'm ready.
Whoa! I saw you.
Line on her now!
That hit!
Pain subsiding.
We go now! There!
I hate.
Here it comes!
Não. Ui, por pouco eu morri. Nossa. Quase que eu morri, velho. Não.
We've survived worse.
Shoot her! Aloy, get the cover! We're under attack! The shock attack hurt it! Taking my shot! We're gonna have to get through them!
Nossa, agora eu tô morrendo, agora eu tô morrendo.
I needed that.
Help them! Got her now! Hit her again! Move in!
Não acredito, eu não vi esse bicho. Não vi. Não vi. Não vi. Não vi. Uf. Nossa, eu tô nervosa aqui, gente. Olha, eu tô tremendinho. Eu tô tremendinho.
I'll take this one.
It's the Outlander! Aloy!
Aloy!
You heard them!
Damn it! One down! We got this! Aloy, do you need help? Get the cover and heal.
Feeling better.
Can you use the shock attack?
Putz, errei. Ok, menos um.
I'll flush her out!
Another one down! We can win this! Let's do
Ai! Ai! Não, 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 não! De novo! O bicho veio com tudo e me atropelou! Tipo, vrau! Um presa brava matou você. Really? Ataque e remova as presas com dano de laceração. Eu não tenho. Na verdade, eu tenho. Ou atire nos cilindros traseiros, que é o que eu tô fazendo. Consulte catálogo de máquinas para mais opções. Ah, eu não tô sofrendo, eu só morri 2 vezes, tá bom.
I need help here! Attack! I'll get you!
One down! We got this!
Nossa, velho. Os caras são, tipo assim, implacáveis. Implacáveis. Mas eu errei, eu devia ter me curado, eu não me curei. Ok, foco. 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 Foco.
Time to fight!
Alarm! Alarm!
Ah! Nice.
Shock attack, heard it!
Mano, situação da... Nossa, em situações normais eu tinha virado geleia. Tinha virado geleia, meio. Geleia? Caso não esteja forte o suficiente, blá 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 blá. Não, eu não morri tudo isso. Eu não morri tudo isso. Não é possível, eu não morri tudo isso. Ai! É, eu tô ligado, tô ligado. consigo atirar daqui? Ah, consigo sim. Ok, matei. Yes.
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Quero ver você tentar.
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Ela é Chief? Granted.
Granted.
Claro. Você disse que tinha morrido 2 e acabou de morrer a terceira, então. É. Sim. Nossa, ele é um guerreiro. Tá. Pode crer, mano. Ele tem um cabelo da porra.
You're next, girl.
É mesmo.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through a shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield. Much better.
Nice.
Give it up.
You shouldn't pick fights.
E aí, vai vir? Eu preciso de tempo, tempo. Ok, beleza.
You will not survive this, Outlander.
You're not stopping me.
Não.
Need to break his guard.
O que eu vou fazer pra quebrar a guarda dele, né?
There, now's my chance. I need more ammo.
Não consigo fazer mais? Ai! Não consigo
I've
fazer
got to
mais.
break that shield.
Tá bom, Eloy, já entendi. Puta que pariu, tá.
My shield's regenerated.
Me.
Take down that shield.
Nossa. Pelo amor.
Gotta break through his block.
Naro's words.
Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
Fogueira desconhecida, de repente, lá no meu radar.
That shield's not gonna save you. Gotta get through that shield.
Tá bom, Eloy, já entendi.
Your time is over!
There, he's exposed.
Então,
Give it up.
You only come to tap my shield?
There, now's my chance.
ele tá quase nu.
You're not stopping me.
Tem outro jeito melhor de derrotar ele.
All you can offer?
I'm gonna break that shield. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
É, moleque. Matei ele, e aí? Matei ele, e aí? Talitinha. Oi, Jackson. Tudo bem? Boa noite.
Your
Tudo
turn.
bem contigo? Como é que você tá?
Come down here and face me! No!
Ai,
It was
covarde.
an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today.
É mesmo, é?
Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru.
Putz.
Move out!
Quem são eles? Então eles são, tipo... os rebeldes dos Tenakth. Os rebeldes dos Tenakth.
Get him to the camp. Now.
Ah, ele perdeu o braço dele. Nossa, já tá com curativo. Impressionante, né?
You gonna make it?
You're
Yeah.
going on without me, aren't you?
Não,
Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
Nossa. Que desgraça, hein, que foi. Caramba. Um monte de gente morreu. Cadê o Fachave? Morreu também?
I got you.
Oxe.
It's salvage time, boys.
Salvage time. Ah, yes,
Don't
Aloy.
think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Nice, nice piece of tech. Muito bom.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Wadis, Vashav. A massacre.
Fachave era muito bom.
What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy.
É, mais uma missão aí,
Maybe
ó.
you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain.
It's hard to explain
It'll help me
already.
get the lay of the land.
If you say
Difícil de
so.
explicar mesmo.
Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Fachave, velho.
About
Ah.
Vashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tenakth.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Yeah, I guess.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest,
Ele morreu fugindo.
no one deserves to go out that way.
Ele morreu bem.
I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Uf.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
Isso é verdade. Ops, peraí. Pergunta sobre o Oeste. Terras
You
Tenakth?
said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the united clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Asuram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
Ok.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Asuram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Asuram crew.
Huh.
Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Ok.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Né?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
Olá, moça matadora de esquilos e guaxinins. Professora de inglês. Professora de inglês. Já fui, já. Hoje não mais. Oi, Du. E matadora de esquilos e guaxinins. If I have to. Se eu tenho que matar, eu vou matar. Eu vou fazer o quê? Oi. Boa noite, tudo bem contigo, Du? Como é que você tá?
Fashav called Regala
Tudo bom?
a rival. Someone the Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
Pior que foi coordenado mesmo, hein?
And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Boa noite, Tali. Estou bem, cansado, mas bem. Preciso arrumar as coisas para a viagem de amanhã. Vou para a Ilha Solteira de moto. Ah, onde fica a Ilha Solteira? É muito longe? E que da hora. Você vai passar o final de semana fora, então? Vai passar o feriado? Verdade, né? Você tá de folga, esse carnaval? Como é que é? Quais são seus planos pro carnaval? Bom, você vai viajar, né? Quanto tempo você vai ficar fora?
I need to be on my way.
Que da hora!
Then I wish you luck.
Que bom.
The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Eu também. Bom, eu vou parar por aqui. Porque eu subi de nível pra caramba. E eu não terminei a missão principal ainda da Embaixada. Deixa eu ver. Não, peraí, deixa eu terminar. Deixa eu ver se vai terminar os rolês aqui. Não, aparentemente não. Vai, jogo. Eu acho que vai terminar isso aqui. O planador é feito de energia, uma tecnologia adaptada às máquinas. Ah, pronto. Beleza.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
Yes. E é isso aí. Bom, eu vou salvar. Vou salvar, né? Vou salvar o manual aqui. Ok. O salvamento tá mais rápido. Vou ficando por aqui, pessoal. Um grande beijo pra vocês. Até a próxima e tchau.